Historically, Obamacare had 9 million people on it. 9 million people. This year, over 23 million people apparently signed up. But of the people who signed up, 40% never used the insurance. Let me ask you a question, John. You have health insurance. Do you use it once a year? Buy a prescription, you go visit a doctor, call somebody?
If I don't use it once a day, it's pretty infrequent.
Well, in Obamacare right now, 40% of the people ostensibly signed up never use the insurance. So it raises, again, the reality that there are many people who are signed up who are getting paid for but don't believe they have the insurance, don't know they have insurance, didn't want the insurance. And these brokers are able to make a ton of money off the American taxpayer. So, of course, the Democrats are arguing aggressively that any people who leave Obamacare is only happening because of the enhanced premium subsidies that were put in place for a short period of time during COVID by the Democrats. That's not right. The reality is we have a lot of fake people on the policies. We want them off because they don't want the insurance. They're covered elsewhere, or at least they never wanted to be in this program. If they want other ones, it's fine. And we're going to get to the bottom of this. And what Secretary Kennedy announced on this video is really critical. Yeah. 1 million people with fake Social Security numbers, that's an insult to the American people. We're not going to tolerate it.
Yeah, you referenced.
Okay, a lot to cover there. First of all, hell of a crowd in the background. Secondly, no. Historically, it has not been 8 million people or 9 million people on Obamacare. That goes all the way back to the beginning of Obamacare. These are the number of sign-ups for the Affordable Care Act marketplace plans. In 2014, 8 million. You'll see this consistently sort of goes up over the years. It dips every now and again, but 8 million in 14, 11.7 in 15, 12.7 in 2016, 12.2 in 2017, so forth, so on. 12 million in 21, 14.5 in 22, 16.3 in 23, 21.3 in 24, 24.3 in 25, and 23 million in 26. So your numbers are wrong right from the get-go. Second thing I want to touch on is, why aren't you asking why so many people are signing up for Affordable Care Act subsidies? It's because the price of health insurance keeps going through the roof. People can't afford it. My wife and I work for ourselves. We don't have the benefit of a company plan that we can buy into. We have a bronze plan that provides us with a $7,500 individual deductible and a $15,000 family deductible, a $10,000 out-of-pocket max, and a $20,000 family out-of-pocket max, with high copays across the board until we hit our deductible. And for that insurance, we get to pay $1,800 a month. People can't afford their health insurance, which is why they're turning to places, the Affordable Care Place, to get coverage that is affordable. The next thing I want to touch on is that nobody is on Obamacare. That's not how it works. Obamacare is a law, not a system, not a program, not an insurance plan. It's a law that dictates how insurance companies can and cannot fuck you over, and then offers discounts, offers government subsidies for people who can't afford to get health insurance. When people say that 23 million people signed up for Obamacare, that's not a thing. Nobody in the history of the Affordable Care Act has ever signed up for the Affordable Care Act. It's not a program, it's a law. You have gotten insurance through the marketplace with a subsidy. That's a different thing. Lastly, so insurance is, people don't need insurance if they don't use it? Jesus fuck, I haven't had to use my car insurance, knock on wood, in a hot fucking minute. Does that mean I'm a fake car insurance owner? My policy isn't real? I should have to get rid of it? What a fucked up way of looking at this. 40% of the people never use their insurance. Good. That means they didn't get sick. They didn't have to go see a doctor. They didn't need a ride in an ambulance. Nobody needed to visit an emergency room. What a moronic way of looking at this.